Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryandam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vakpranaschakshuhu Shrotramatho Balamindriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakaroda Nirakaranamastva Nirakaranam Mestu Tadatmani Nirateya Upanishatsu Dharmaha Te Mayi Santo Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Am I audible now? Are you hearing?
Yes, Swamiji.
Yeah, right. Because in between a call came and the screen has gone. So in our last satsanga, we discussed the first two mantras of Kenopanishad. Actually, this class was started as a continuation of our retreat there in California. In that time, we had covered 3 mantras. But because many are here who joined anew, and this online class, even though it is a continuation of that retreat, many others are here who didn't attend that. So we just the first 2 mantras in nutshell we discussed about those. In the same way, we can see the 3rd mantra, and from 4th onwards we can go in detail. So here one who is in quest of the absolute existence, the ultimate reality, and who is not at all satisfied with the world he is experiencing around. Always inquiring, what is the rule that is governing everything? What is the base of all manifestations? Who is controlling? Or what is the controlling faculty which is controlling all the manifestations, all the phenomenal level? What is that? With that inquiry, he approached a great Acharya and asked the question directly. And that question we saw in the first mantra, by whom or by which all these instruments, that is the senses of cognition and organs of action, are controlled. By whom? Who is controlling all these instruments? Of course, when we discuss about the individual, that is the microcosm, of course we can go to the macrocosm, the universal level. In both levels, that is in the micro and the macro, innumerable devatas are there. So all these devatas, like the eye, the ear, the nose, all in this body, and the sun, the air, the fire, etc., in the macro level, all are being controlled by something or somebody. Who is that? This was the question. So as an answer, the Guru replied, Shrotrasya Shrotram, Manaso Manaha, etc. That is the ear of the ear, the eye of the eye, the prana of the prana, like that. So by that teaching, Guru took the Shishya or the inquiry of the Shishya inside, blocking the outside journey. He took the Shishya inside. Hearing that message, that teaching, we have to dive deep into our own individuality. See, here we can see the greatness of the teaching or the method of Upanishadic teaching. Here, Guru is not simply answering the queries of the Shishya. No. He's taking Shishya further to the higher level. What is that? Knowing this, that is the eye of the eye, the ear of the ear, realizing that to be myself, all our false identification with the body, mind, intellect complex will go. Now we are here with so many false identifications. And as a result, so many superimpositions. And we are living here. When we understand the real self, then our false identifications will automatically wither away. It will go. It will go. Then, knowing our real self, we will transcend this physical plane. We will go above the false identification. Then, such dhiras, such courageous people Such people who have controlled their own mind and intellect. That is the meaning of dhira. Preti asma lokat amruta bhavanti. Going above the realm of this name and form, going above all the experiences, he or they will become immortal. So when we see this mantra, we can easily understand the first part was the answer to the questions. The question was, Keneshidam padati preshidam manaha, Kena prana prathama praiti yuktaha, Keneshidam vachamimam vadanti chakshushrotram kaudevo yunakti. This was the question. Who is controlling all these organs of action and senses of cognition? Then the reply was, Shrotrasya shrotram manaso manaha, Yat vachoha vacham sau pranasya pranaha, Chakshusha chakshuhu. This is the answer. Then the second half is, it is not the answer. In the second half, the Guru is taking the Shishya further to higher levels. So we are asking our Guru, we are asking a doubt. When the teacher is asking a question to his student, it is to test him. It is to see whether the Shishya has followed his teachings. But when the Shishya asks a question or a doubt, it is just to understand. It is not to test the Guru. It is not to weigh the level of knowledge of the Guru, but to understand. So, even though it is not specifically said by the Upanishad, we have to add understanding, realizing, knowing what this principle, this reality, which is controlling all the instruments, then our false identifications will wither away. Automatically they will vanish. And that man of knowledge, he will become immortal. As long as we are considering ourselves as this body will die. There is no doubt in that. So as long as that identification with the body is there, death is inevitable. Death is inevitable. But when we are knowing, I am not this, I am not this, I am not this body. My real nature is the Atman, the unborn, immutable, everlasting, eternal principle. Then there is no more death for him. That is the only way to transcend death. No other way is there. So the question is with what we are identifying ourselves. If we are identifying with the body or the body-mind-intellect complex, death is inevitable. But when we are raising ourselves from that identification and realizing our real nature, then there is no more death. He is immortal being. He is immortal. See, when Guru stops here, we have to think something more. We have to discuss here, or we have to dive some more deeper into the teaching of the Guru. See, all of us, whatever be our language or religion or other identifications, gender, language, whatever be that, everybody all are in search of happiness, ultimate happiness, limitless happiness. In our Shastra, it is called Ananda, bliss absolute. Bliss absolute. And everybody wants to get rid of death. Going above all limitations. So this goal, it is guaranteed here. Preti asma lokad amrita bhavanti. Then there is no doubt the Shishya, who was just a Jignasu, will now become a Mumukshu. He was a Jignasu earlier. Jignasu means one who wants to know, one who is in search of knowledge. From that thirst comes all these questions. But now, Guru said, if you know this, you will become immortal. So hearing that, from the level of a seeker, that means seeker of knowledge, the Shishya naturally become a Mumukshu. One who is in search of ultimate freedom. Freedom from the bondage. Freedom from the limitations of birth and death. And then, with all attention, he will focus his mind to the teachings of Guru. Because I want to have that. I want to reach there. I want to get rid of all sorrows. So with that real thirst, he will sit in front of Guru with one expectation, pointed expectation. What is that? Guru will teach that. What is the real nature? What is the ultimate reality? Knowing which I will become immortal. What is that? Now there are no distractions. Nothing. See, then comes the third mantra. Na tatra chakshur gachade, na vag gachade, no mano, na vitmo na vijanimo yadhaitad anushishyad. Anyadeva tat vididat atho avididat adhi. Idi shushrama purvesham ye nastatvyacha chakshire. This is the third mantra. Na tatra chakshur gachade, na vag gachade, no mano, na vitmo na vijanimo yathaitad anushishyad. Anyadeva tat vididat atho avididat adhe. Idi shushrama purvesham ye nastatvacha chakshire. Actually, this mantra, this the third mantra of the Kenopanishad. Really, it is it shows the whole of Upanishad. It is the essence of Upanishadic teaching. If we can realize the inner meaning of this third mantra, the whole of Upanishadic teachings are with us. There's no doubt in that. And not only that, the greatness of our tradition, greatness of the system of Sanatana Dharma, all that we can see in this mantra. See, so in this second mantra we saw the change of the Shishya from the position of a Jignasu to a Mumukshu. He is fully focused, he is fully attracted. He is fully attracted to that highest goal, highest ideal, the absolute reality. And with full focus, he is sitting in front of the Guru. For what? For knowing that. Knowing which, I will become immortal. I will be above all the limitations of ignorance, all bondages. Then it is at that time Guru says, Na tatra chakshur gacchati. Tatra, there, chakshuhu na gacchati. The eye won't go there. When we translate, we can say the eyes won't go there. Chakshuhu, eye, won't go there. Tatra na gacchati. Na vag gacchati. The speech, it won't go there. Na mano, the mind. No, it won't go. See, Shishya was sitting there to know. What are the equipments we have? What are the instruments we have now at our disposal for knowing? First of all, senses of cognition. Then organs of action. Here, first of all, Guru is negating all the senses of cognition. Even though he is saying, Na tatra chakshuhu gacchati, there the eye won't go, it means all the senses of cognition. Ear won't go there, eyes won't go there, you cannot smell that, you cannot touch it, you cannot taste it. See, these are the instruments through which we are acquiring or we are having direct perception. Pratyaksha jnana. We are We are getting all sorts of cognition through the valid means of knowledge. Valid means of knowledge means pramana. That is pramana. So with pratyaksha, we are getting pratyaksha. That is direct perception. When I am seeing, I am hearing, I am touching, I am smelling, I am tasting, I am getting direct perception. This is the first way to know something. That is the first pramana. So here, bluntly, without any consideration, Guru says, no, nobody will get direct perception of Atma. Our senses of cognition will not enter that. Then we may think, oh, if it is so, with my organs of action, I can have it. Even though I cannot cognize through the senses of cognition, I can, or I may be able to get that through my organs of action. Then Guru says, na vaggachadi. There the speech won't go. Speech won't enter that. So by the word speech, that is vag, he is meaning all the organs of action. So the instruments, 5 plus 5, they won't work there. They won't enter there. That reality is above their field. Then, just imagine, there were 100 students. Actually, there is only one student. He only asked, but just imagine, there were 100 students. There's no doubt in that 20 or 30 will go back. Because I have these instruments with me to know, and he is saying these instruments won't work there. Why should I sit here? So 20 or 30 will go back. Others will be sitting, expecting something more. What is that more? I have mind. I have a very well developed intellect because I am a human being. So with this mind and intellect, I can realize. I will be able to cognize that. With that expectation, others may be sitting there, and at that time, Guru is directly saying, na mana. No, the mind won't enter there. Mind will not go there. Now, 20 more will go back. 50% or 40% may be sitting. Why? Because I have a well-developed intellect. I have this much capacity to know. I am this much educated and well placed in the society. I am this, I am that. So many identifications are there. So weighing them all, I am sitting in front of the Guru, and then the Guru says, Navidmaha. Navidmaha. No, we will not understand that. With our intellect, we cannot understand that. See, if something, whatever be that, an object, it have certain qualities within that, or some actions, or some names, or some forms, or some categories, or some connection, or with somebody else or something else. Then we can think about that. We can speak about that. We can objectify that. Oh, that running object, or sitting, that man who is sitting on the top of that tree, or that black one or white one. Like that. But the ultimate reality, devoid of all this nama, rupa, guna, kriya, sambandha. How we can objectify that? No. So, whatever be the intellectual capacity we are having, we cannot objectify that. And therefore, the intellect will not go there. See? Finished. Now we don't have any instrument with us. All our ego torn to pieces. I'm a man of knowledge. I'm having that much intellectual capacity. All gone. Now, some 2 or 3 may be sitting. Others will go back. There is no use in sitting in front of this man. Because he says, none of my instruments with which I am knowing everything will not work there. So instead of wasting time sitting in front of him, I can go and do some other works. But a few, only a limited few will sit in front of him. Why? Because in the second mantra, the teaching of the Guru was that much firm. There was no a trace of doubt. There was not even a trace of doubt in the voice of the Guru. From where that come? From realization. From one's own experience. When we are having book knowledge, we may say this and that. But that speech will come from our brain. It may come out with so many decorative words, so many verbal gymnastics we can do, but it won't enter the heart of the student. From brain it will come, and to the brain it will go, and slowly it will wither away. But the knowledge, which is spontaneously pouring out from the heart, it must enter, it will enter the heart of the student. So, our Guru, his words, which I heard in the second mantra, there is not even a trace of doubt in that, and it is coming from deepest experience, deepest realization. So I can sit here with that Shraddha. A very few will sit in front of the Guru, expecting some advice from him, some teaching from him. Then it is at that time Guru says, Na vijanimo yathaitad anushishyat. Yatha edat anushishyad idi vayam na vijanimaha. We do not know how to teach this. See? We do not know how to teach this. Oh, what a fool I am. Wasting all these years. I came here and in search of the ultimate reality or absolute truth. I served this fellow. First I was cooking in the kitchen or washing the vessels, brooming all the ashram area, doing all sorts of service. I was living like an unpaid servant for many years, expecting what? Expecting this highest teaching. And this fellow now says, you do not know how to teach. What an ignorant man I am, not he. I believed in him. With that faith, I wasted my life. Criticizing or vilifying the Guru, 99 will go back. But only one will sit there. Why? Because that words penetrated into the heart of that student. And that words were, there is no doubt, one who is knowing this and getting above all false identifications will reach immortality. The voice was firm. And the way he put that teaching was without any doubt. And that came from the innermost heart. And therefore, not because of his ignorance he is saying this. He said, we do not know how to teach. It is not because of ignorance, but there is some other reason. And what is that reason? In this Upanishad itself, we are going to study Yad Vacha Anabhyudidam. That which cannot be explained through speech. Words cannot explain that. In some other Upanishads, it is said, Yato vacho nivartante, from where all the words, all the speeches are coming back. So expecting, I will explain what Atma is. With that expectation, our speech went to that. And realizing I cannot, he came back. So it is because of that the Guru is saying, not because of his ignorance, but because the ultimate reality is above the realm of speech. And with firm faith, fullest Shraddha, he sat there itself. Now there is only one disciple. All others gone. Then Guru says, Anyadeva tad vididat atho avididat adhi. See, this is the essence of Upanishadic teachings. Tad, that about which you are asking, that knowing which we will attain immortality, that absolute reality, that it is Anyadeva Vididat. It is something different from what is known. If something is not known, then it is unknown. It is quite natural. If somebody asks, do you know him? No, I don't know. Then you don't know him. If you know, he cannot be unknown. Both must not stand together. So when Guru says it is something which cannot be known, Anyadeva tad vididat, then what knowledge we are getting? It is something unknown. Immediately Guru says, no. Avididat adhi. It is above what is unknown. If something is higher than something else, invariably it is different from that. If I am saying sun is higher than moon, then sun and moon are different. Both cannot be one. In the same way, if it is above the unknown, it is different from unknown. So what is the teaching here? The teaching is it is different from what is known and what is unknown. In our common language, if something is known, it is not unknown. And if something is unknown, it is not known. But here, Guru is saying it is neither known nor unknown. It is different from both. How to understand this? What is unknown today may be something knowable. Even though I don't know about that today, I may have that knowledge tomorrow or day after tomorrow. But even if it is knowable, today it is unknown. So there are two, known and unknown. If somebody asks me, do you know Swami Kalpadaru? My reply is no, I don't know. I have not seen. But I have heard of that. There is such a tree in Swarga. I heard that. But I don't know. I don't know Kalpavruksha. But I heard that. It is unknown today. So two categories are there. Everything in the manifested level must be either of one. Either it must be known or unknown. But Guru is negating both. No. Then how to understand this? There, the only possible answer is that which is different from both the known and the unknown is only one, and that is the knower. That is the knower. Everything else will come in these two categories, the known and the unknown. So different from both these means it is neither known nor unknown, but it is the knower. Who is inquiring? Who is asking? Who is in search of this knowledge? It is you. And that very you is that. You are that. Tattvamasi. You are that. See, while explaining this Vedantic teaching, Bhagavan Bhashyagara in his Drigdrishya Viveka says, there are two, Drig and Drishya. Drigdrishyau dvau padarthau staha. The seen and the seer. The seen can be either known or unknown. Seen by somebody else may be unseen by me. But I can see that tomorrow or day after tomorrow because it is seen by somebody. So both this known and the unknown will come in this category, Drishya. Different from that is only one entity, and that is me, the Drik, the seer. The seer. So what is the teaching here? Oh my Shishya, you are in search of that. That absolute reality, or the highest controlling faculty, and that is you yourself. That is the teaching. Now with anyadeva tat vididat atho avididat adhi. So now there is no higher teaching than this. Go to the whole of Upanishadic teaching, literature. Then we will see this is the highest teaching. It is you. It is the meaning of Mahavakya, Tattvamasi. We are going in search of that here and there. We may go to ashramas, we may go to Himalayas, we may go to temples, we may go to sannyasins. I am walking, I am a parivrajaka. I am in search of reality. Where you are going? I am going to Himalayas. In search of myself. See? Just stop. And contemplate. Who am I? Dive deep into our own individuality. This is the teaching. Now nothing more to speak. Because this is the highest teaching. Here the Guru has taken the Shishya to the pinnacle of Vedantic teaching. And see the greatness of Sanatana Dharma, our Vedic tradition. Guru is saying, Idi Shushrama Purvesham Ye Nastad Vyacha Chakshire. We had heard this from our ancestors who explained about this. See the humility. See how they are weighing, respecting the teachings of their own gurus. He could have said, yes, I am saying this. From my own experience, I am teaching you. There is no doubt. He is teaching from the deepest corners of his heart. Stubborn experience. There is no doubt in that. But see what he is saying. This much we have heard from our gurus. This is the tradition. This is the Sanatana Dharma. This greatness we can see everywhere in all the Shastras. With full surrender, Arjuna asked Bhagavan, "O Lord, please guide me. What is the path of absolute freedom? Shreyaha." With full authority, Bhagavan started teaching. There was no trace of doubt in the words of Bhagavan in the Gita. But we will see repeatedly one word, Uchyade, Uchyade, Uchyade. This is being said, this is being said, this is being said. By whom? By those great acharyas of the past. And at one place, Bhagavan specifically says, Rishibhir bahudha gitam Chandobhir vividhai prithag. This is well explained by the rishis in many ways, through many mantras. So, hearing this or seeing this, we will inquire what is the source of Gita. From where Bhagavan is taking the Gita. Then we will understand Gita is, the source of Gita is Upanishad. And we will go to Upanishad. There we are seeing this. Then from Upanishad we will go to Brahmanas. And in the Brahmanas we will hear Tadesha shlokaha ityedau shlokau bhavataha. Like that. We have heard. These mantras were earlier uttered by our gurus. Seeing that with wonder, we will go to Samhita. There we will see. Iti shushruma dhiranam ye nastadvicha chakshire. We have heard all these teachings from our gurus who who were courageous enough to face all the odds of the life. See? And even the Samhita begins with that. The first mantra of Rigveda Samhita, we can see, Purvebihi Rishibihi Idyaha. This was worshipped by rishis of yore, our ancestors, teachers of ancient days. When did it begin? We cannot say. And that is why, while prostrating before the lineage of our Guru, we will start with Sadashiva Samarambham or Narayana Samarambham. Shivadi Gurubhyo Nama. Ishvara is our Guru. And we are seeing that Ishvara manifested in all Gurus. Manifestations are many. But that principle, which is called Guru, let me repeat once more. Manifestations are many. But that principle, which is called Guru, is one without a second, having no beginning and no end. See, this is the greatness of Sanatana Dharma. This is the greatness of Vedic tradition. Each and every Acharya will teach from his own experience. But the teaching he gives to the world, it is coming from the lineage of Guru Parampara. See? So in these three mantras, we can see the whole of Upanishad, its tradition. How we are falsely identifying with many instruments. How to transcend that. How to get above superimpositions and false identifications. And with that true knowledge, how we can reach the ultimate goal of human life, which is crossing all limitations. And along with these teachings, greatness of our tradition. So all these things are there summarized in these three mantras. Now we can go to the fourth mantra in our next sitting. So actually, up to this mantra, our discussion went in that retreat. And from fourth mantra onwards, we can go in our next satsang. Om apyayantu mamangani vak pranaschakshuhu shrotramadho balamindriyani cha sarvani sarvam brahma upanishadam maham brahma nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakaroda Nirakaranamastua Nirakaranam mestu Tadatmani Nirateya Upanishatsu Dharmaha Te Mayi Santo Om Shanti 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 Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.